And welcome back, everybody, once again to another episode of TJ Talks and Plays. Today we are once again playing Black Desert 2. I'm pretty much picking up right where we left off last time. I was going to head back to base to kind of gather myself, but we have a wool guy right here, so I figured I would go ahead and try to take him on. And I think it's going to be best to use the bow from a distance, get lots of fire tick damage, all that lovely stuff. Although this does feel kind of cheaty. I'm not like blocking myself off. Okay, we're out of arrows. Let's let that fire do its thing, and we can also have him take damage from falling potentially if we hit him when he jumps. Let's try see if we can do that. Bam! Yeah, nice, fantastic. There's the magenta wool. I am a little low on stuff at the moment. Let's go ahead and switch these guys out. And do that, and that, yes, and once we get... Oh, we have anvils, Maybe I can actually repair this one. That would be very, very helpful indeed. So apparently there's only one piece of wood on the map. And that is in the nether, I think. So yeah, in order to get tools and stuff, you have to use a creeper. That seems you can't really get around that in this map, which I think is really, really cool. I like how just, few resources there are right off the bat, and how you're kind of scrambling for stuff, and you actually have to engage in combat before you can, really even get into the game, because you need sticks, you need food, you need armor, all that stuff. So I don't know, I love a lot of the stuff about this map, and the feeling that it creates for the player, that kind of stress, that anxiety. Feeling like you don't really have anything to defend yourself with, or anything like that. I really enjoy that aspect of this map, so I'm surprised Vechs didn't go farther with it. I think it may have something to do with a lot of players taking the easy route, which is to simply block themselves off and kill the boss mobs that way. It's kind of cheesing it, but that's interesting. But even that way can be kind of fun. The first time I played this map, that's largely how I ended up defeating the bosses. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to base, which is right over this hill, and gather myself, put things together, repair things and whatnot. And I will be back with you guys here momentarily. Oh, by the way, the topic for this episode is going to be around. I'm going to be talking a lot about video games, and particularly about No Man's Sky, which was released today for the PS4. So let me go ahead and get stuff together, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, let's go ahead and place the magenta wool. And we are already almost a third of the way done with the map, I think. Which is pretty amazing that I managed to do it that quickly, I must say. So yeah, we're talking about video games today. Last episode I talked a bit about Pokemon Go and about my reservations regarding the inclusion of in-app purchases in that game, and you could tell I was a little bothered by it, you might say. And one of the things came up that I referenced all of the video game hysteria in the 80s and said I'm ready to hop aboard that train. Because of the things that they're teaching our kids. I was being a bit facetious there. I was just exaggerating a little bit. Although I do feel that, yeah, I mean, as a dad, and as the father of 2 children, it's something that I think about quite a bit as far as what is the media that my children are exposed to? What is it teaching them? And when it comes to certain video games, I do feel like there's the potential for the game to give not only children, but also, I mean, just people in general. It can really kind of warp their sense of the world, or warp their sense of things like concepts like fairness or hard work. That kind of stuff. But for the most part, I'm very much a proponent of video games as a medium for doing all kinds of stuff. Learning, entertaining yourself, socializing. all that kind of stuff. So, and in fact, in my classes, I often will have my students read a couple different articles. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Okay, we're down here. We're down here. Hello, hello. Was not expecting that. Was not expecting that. Hey, we got some more cobble, maybe. Wow, I really need to get some torches going, I think. Can we mine some of this here, a coal, and not fall into the ravine and kill ourselves? That would not be good. Let's hop over here. This looks like a safe place to go. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I messed up. I messed up a couple jumps now. Couple different jumps have been missed. Have been messed up. But we watched the video not just to hear me talk, but to watch me almost kill myself. Right? That's the whole appeal of this series. So yeah, no, I often have my students read two different essays. One of them is by a guy named Neil Postman, and it's the title of the essay. It's actually a chapter from his book titled "Amusing Ourselves to Death." It's a fascinating book written in the 80s, so it's a little old at this point. You know, the internet wasn't really a thing whenever he wrote it, but it focuses primarily on television and the dangers of television as a media, as a medium through which we interact with the world around us. You know, and he talks mainly about the shift from print-based culture, where we got most of our information and interaction with the world through text forms like newspapers and books and that kind of stuff, and then we switched to this visual medium, the television, and what that has done to us as a people. I only have these few sticks on me, so I can't create that many torches. But we have some, at least. We have some. You go down there, guy. Oh gosh, I can't see because of the fire. The fire! And there's not a really good way to slow down these guys' spawns, so you just kind of have to deal with them, which is fine by me. I think it's kind of fun. Can we try to avoid them though? And get in here. There's gold around. Actually, I wonder if lighting up their thing. Oh gosh, I kind of overshot that one, and we are surrounded. We are surrounded by lots of things. Lots of things. Can we go over here perhaps? And light stuff up and escape. Escape. Get away. Get away from all the evil zombies. So anyways, he talks about, you know, just think about what it takes to read a book compared to watching television. And I've talked about this before. Television is very much a passive medium. You just kind of sit there and absorb the material, right? Oh gosh, dang. Gosh dang. All right, that looks important. That little bridge over there. That looks like somewhere we might want to head. Whereas books are much more of an interactive medium, and they encourage things like critical thinking. Is kind of his basic argument. But how it shapes our understanding of the world and whatnot. Yeah, this looks exciting, right? And so I think this is open to the world above. There's gold around. I cannot mine the gold because I don't have any iron. But we should be getting iron here relatively soon. Oh gosh, I have the jump boost. Let's kill him with our pick. And I have a backup sword right there. So anyways, I have them read that, and then I have them read an essay. It was published in a magazine. I forget which magazine, but the essay is titled "Why Games Are Good" by Stephen Johnson, I do believe. And he just talks about he begins the essay by referencing Dr. Spock's book, and some of you guys may know who Dr. Spock is. He was a big, very popular pediatrician author in the 70s and 80s, I think, and he wrote kind of the definitive book in terms of like child. Yeah, how to raise children, essentially. I don't have any wood, unfortunately. So he starts off by quoting Dr. Spock, and there was very much a big, very big hatred of the video games. People did not like video games. They thought they were corrupting the youth. They thought they were turning them into lazy people or Satan worshippers or all kinds of stuff. Hey, we found some iron at least. That's nice. I can upgrade my armor. And so he starts off by responding to some of Dr. Spock's claims. and just he admits that yes, we should definitely have some reservations about video games, and he's not suggesting that video games are gonna like take over books as the primary learning medium, but he talks or he writes about the benefits of playing video games in terms of the neurological benefits, the physiological benefits, what it can do for your body for things like hand-eye coordination. And that's kind of the go-to thing, right? Is this is kind of creepy. This is very creepy. With the lava above us like that? That's weird. That is strange. And he talks about, that's kind of the go-to thing though, right? It's gonna improve your hand-eye coordination, which is kind of lame if you ask me. I think video games can do so much more than that, and he discusses how they can help with things like problem solving, socialization skills. But if he makes a really good point. He says, a lot of people assume that when kids are playing games, they're just doing nothing but having fun, and that they need to learn how to balance, their lives, their fun lives with kind of hard work and stuff. Oh gosh, I forgot the pigmen is here. The pigmen are here. Is he gonna come after me? I kind of want him to come after me. Oh, yep. They're coming. I don't have any arrows, and I just remembered that they have that too high block reach, so we may have to kind of cheese this one a little bit. And they have resistance, it looks like. So yeah. But he makes this point that a lot of people assume that kids are having fun whenever they play games. I thought they were going to drop their signs. That's the only reason I wanted to kill them in the first place. Oh well. Let's go ahead and get some arrows if we can from this guy. But he says, in reality, games are not fun. Most of the time, they're dang frustrating, right? Aren't they? You're dying all the time. You're losing your stuff. You can't solve the puzzle, etc., etc. It's just like games are not always fun as people make them out to be. Oh gosh, dang. Guy, where did you come from? Oh my gosh, he scared me. Scared me so badly. So, and what they really teach is not to just sit there and kind of have fun all day or be lazy or anything, but they can often teach people how to problem solve. Now, of course, that's not true for every game, right? And he doesn't really address that point. That's one of the weaknesses, I think, of his argument. I forget which game he talks about a lot, but I mean, you can point to games like Civilization. There's actual games that were created to help people learn, like the game that I grew up with, Math Blaster or whatever. Oh, I didn't do it, guy. I'll grab the cobble. So there's definitely a variety of games out there, and I think some of them are better than others. Anyways, with my son, I do worry about what he plays, but for the most part, I'm not too concerned about playing other video games. I started playing games when I was, well, that's interesting. I think this is the start of, I'm gonna get like shot off or something, start of a mine shaft, if I had to guess. I started playing games when I was really young. I think the very first game that we ever played, and we played as a family, and I have memories of playing, we went and visited some of my parents' friends in Chicago, and I don't have any torches. I need wood. I need all of the wood, please. You can see it's a mine shaft, but it's been turned, the wood has been turned into sand, which is kind of crappy. So yeah, I think I need to get out of here. I need to get out of this place. I think we have plenty of coal. We got some iron. I think we're looking much better than we were. The very first game I remember playing though was Dragon Warrior. So I don't go all the way back into the 70s and stuff with Pong. Like that's what my dad had. Which my dad actually, he was never really that big into video games, but the one game that he and I played a lot of together is Tiger Woods Golf. It's like one of the only sports games I ever played. That and NFL Blitz on the Nintendo 64, like the only sports games I ever really played. And he and I used to play Tiger Woods quite a bit together. I thought this was the way I came. No, maybe it's... Is it this way? This way. This way looks good. This way looks promising. There's the bridge. I think we just want to be heading up. Would be the goal here. Or maybe down here. There's some regular gold ore over here. Isn't this where I just was? Yeah, this is where I just was. I'm going around in circles, you guys. I'm so very lost right now. So very lost. I kind of want to follow this ravine along, but we do need sticks. So I don't know. I do see some melon guys over there, so I think we can get sticks from them. So yeah, Dragon Warrior I think was the first one, but the one that I have the fondest memories of is Final Fantasy. I mean, we played this. We didn't have any of the strategy guides or anything like that. You had to figure a lot of that stuff out on your own. And early video games were not always the best in terms of giving the player hints as far as where to go and stuff. I'm gonna end up dying in the lava. I can already predict my future. I don't know what happened to that melon guy. Oh, there's spiders. Spider? Spider! Sounds like it's down here, actually. It might be a spider spawner. Oh, just kill yourself with the jump falling, with the falling of the jumps. No, oh, there's a stick. There's a stick. There's a stick. All right. Yeah, I'm guessing this might be a spider spawner right here. I don't have any torches. I can grab some glowstone. That's another possibility, right? I'm worried I'm gonna... Oh, yep, it is indeed some poisonous guys. Oh, gosh. You scared me there, guy. Let's eat the food. Oh, look, and there's torches here and everything. Kind of freaking me out, and I'm a little low on the health right now. So yeah, I played a lot of Final Fantasy and played all of them. All of them except once we got to about number 10, I think, is when I stopped really playing them, and I haven't played any of the more recent ones. I know they had an online one, but yeah, I never really got into that. I am looking forward to... I think they're gonna remake number 7, and I'm really looking forward to that. Let's see, can we take him out quickly? Where's the actual spawner at here? There it is. There it is. Light it up. And so, but I am looking forward to No Man's I can't remember the name of it now. No Man's Sky, which is a game I know there's been a lot of hype about. Honestly, I haven't heard anything about it ever. Until just recently, when I started seeing all the posts on Reddit and stuff about it. But I did watch a video of it, and I do plan on getting it for computer and hopefully making some videos as long as I can actually record it. Should be able to. I would hope. And I should probably get out of here, I think, and like make some better armor and sword and all that lovely stuff, and go maybe grind some sticks. And No Man's Sky is exactly the kind of game that I think that we should be encouraging children to play. You know, I think video games can be quite amazing at telling stories and at creating really immersive problems for kids to solve, for anybody to solve, and in a way that books can't always do, either because they just don't have that, you know, they don't have that versatility in terms of being able to offer visual and textual elements and interactive elements, you know. And games like No Man's Sky appeal to me because of the sandbox element, and it's similar to Minecraft, that you're kind of given free reign and you have to figure a lot of things out on your own. And I hate games that try to railroad you into. I mean, that's what I think is one of the great things about video games, is it's often comes down to decision making, right? You have to make a decision. Do I try to fight this boss right now? Do I retreat? Do I sell this property? Or, you know, whatever game you're playing. And when games remove the decision-making ability of the player, or limit it severely, limit the choices severely, then I think that's the kind of game that you know, is just not good for us as a people, at least not in vast quantities. You know, something like Candy Crush, where there is some problem solving involved, or I'm trying to think of some really bad games. Some really bad games where you just kind of click buttons and that's it. Like, those games just, they need to go away or be confined to, like, when you're sitting on an airplane, you know, like a 10-hour flight or something like that, and you're just bored and need something to do. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and cook up this iron and make some better gear, and I will be right back with you guys. We're going to talk more about No Man's Sky, and yeah, so I'll be right back. Alright, I think I'm all prepped. I made some pants. I got freaking projectile protection, which I guess is okay with the archer bosses. I'd much rather have protection, though, especially because we're playing in 1.4, where protection was much, much stronger. And then sharpness and efficiency iron gear. What was that? What was that? I think it was an Enderman, like, getting hurt by the cactus. Yes, indeed, that's what it is. Let's get over here and take out some of these Endermen if we can. I'm also going to be taking out some zombies, apparently. I do need the sticks. Oh, drop a pearl. Yes, he dropped a pearl. That's going to make things fantastic for us. Oh, retreat, retreat, retreat. Get away from the evil Enderman. Get away from the cactus guy. You're going to kill yourself. All right. Only got one pearl, but that's still better than no pearls, right? So yeah, No Man's Sky. By the way, we're heading this direction because I think this is the only direction that we have yet to head in. So it makes sense to go this direction next. Oh, there's a zombie guy coming for me. Oh gosh, no. Don't light me on fire with your stick. Fire stick. Honestly, the game looks beautiful, and it's been in the making for a while now. I know people are worried about it being kind of overhyped, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. The creator did an AMA on Reddit yesterday, so you can check out more about it. I may even link to that thread or to the No Man's Sky website itself. Oh, lots of melon dudes, which is good because I need lots of sticks, and we can never have too much melon, right? I think that other guy jumped himself to death. It's a sandbox sci-fi game, I guess you could call it. And in many ways, like, I would say that, like, Terraria is kind of Minecraft's 2D version. You know, I mean, there's a lot different about the two games, but there's also a lot that's very similar. And it seems like this one might be compared to, like, Starbound. If any of you guys have played Starbound, Starbound is very similar to Terraria. It's a 2D game where you mine resources and you fight bosses and you fly in ships and all that lovely stuff. And like Starbound, No Man's Sky is set in a procedurally generated universe. Yes, universe, not just world, but an entire universe. I hear it gassed. I do indeed hear it gassed. And so I'm pretty sure that means that everybody's gonna have a different world, a different universe that they spawn in, and that every new planet is gonna bring something different. Ideally, at least, that's how it's supposed to work. I'm not sure if that's actually how it's going to work. Like with Starbound, you start to notice that the planets just kind of recycle textures and or recycle graphics and then retexture them. Same thing with the enemies that you would encounter. So it got kind of repetitive after a while. The same thing can be said about Minecraft, though, right? I mean, once you've seen a swamp biome, you've pretty much seen all the swamp biomes. Although even that is becoming less. Oh gosh, there's flaming spider dudes. Flaming spider dudes, run away, run away, run away. I have like one arrow, I think, is all that I have. Oh no. He dodged my arrow. He dodged my single arrow. Let's see if we can take him on, maybe. It might be smart to take this guy. Get away, evil spider! Evil spider guy! Oh my gosh, he hits hard. He hits hard. Yes, he does. Let's just try to face him. Try to face him. The regen should help, as should the armor and whatnot. Let's get back up against a wall so that he cannot hit us into the lava and stuff. Oh, get away, get away, get away. I can't run. I can't run. I can't run. He's just, yes, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it. Okay, we got him. We got him. We're good. We're good. What did we get from that anyways? Anything good? Let's put that guy on for the extra protection and eat some yummy yummy food. I don't really want more of them to spawn right now. That would not be good at all. Ooh, that's good. And we got the light gray wool and some pork chops. Yummy yummy pork chops. And protection 3. Ooh. Ooh. I might just go ahead and see if I can repair that actually. Can we repair this guy? There's a lot of gas underneath us. Yes, we can. That is very nice. And did we get a bow? I don't think we got a bow from it. We have lots of sticks now. So that's good. Let's go ahead and make a few more torches. So it's procedurally generated. From what I've seen in the video, it has a pretty extensive crafting system. Although, you know, I've seen this in other games before, where the way that you mine for resources, I guess, like Skyrim kind of has this, where you use your pickaxe on the thing and it just kind of disappears. I don't know, it looks bad to me. It like Minecraft, I don't know, Minecraft gathering of resources and like altering the world is so cool and so unique. I haven't really seen a game that's been able to do it in a way that I think is fun and looks good and whatnot. There's another game, and I forget the name of it, but it was set in space and you could like mine asteroids. The Minecraft guys played it for quite a while, but yeah, I don't remember the name of it. But it looked similar, where you kind of blow up the asteroid and just like pieces go flying everywhere, and then it tells you get 20 iron or something like that. It just, I don't know. It's so very different than like Minecraft, which I think has the best terrain manipulation gameplay that you can have in any kind of game. It's quite amazing, and it's amazing that this you know, how long has the game been out now? Like 6 years or something? Even longer than that, right? 7 years? That it's still going pretty strong, and many would argue that the community is growing and evolving. I guess we want to continue heading this direction. We could go put that wool up, but I'm not going to mess around with that at the moment. The lighting looks kind of weird around here, I must say. And it also looks like the enemies that you fight, or the creatures, the wildlife that you come across, is somewhat procedurally generated as well, which I think is pretty cool. If you ask me, I've already seen like a mushroom creature, and there's like giant snake creatures, like worm guys, like from you know, a lot of people say Dune, which I've seen the movie a few times, but gosh, I don't really remember much because I watched it when I was so young. But I really need to rewatch it too. But I always think of Beetlejuice whenever I think of like sandworms. That's the movie that I think of. Which, you guys know they're remaking Beetlejuice, or they're making a sequel or something, which, gosh, I don't know. Some movies just don't need to be touched ever again. They're just so very good. I don't know if Beetlejuice falls in that category or not. I guess we'll have to wait and see how the sequel does. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to No Man's Sky. It looks also like a kind of very peaceful, artistic game. But also, I don't know, like without a lot going on, I find that sandbox games can get kind of boring, like Minecraft, right? If there's no atmosphere, there's no kind of constant interruptions in the mundane kind of everyday mine the ore, build the thing kind of routine, that it gets really boring really fast. And based on the gameplay that I saw, it seems like a little too quiet and a little too peaceful, maybe. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I am a guy who really loves combat-oriented games, although not first-person shooters, really. Oh, here we have the light blue guys. That looks like a wither almost. I wonder what would be the better option here. I'm thinking it's going to be the axe, but I might be wrong. Oh, I was like, does he spawn with like 3 skeletons? That's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Come here, Mr. Guy. You have a shovel, huh? No, it's just a zombie. It's just a regular zombie. Okay, the fire aspect is not going to do anything because he obviously has fire resistance. Let's just keep attacking. Yeah, maybe this is why Vechs decided not to continue with it, because even when you are fighting the mobs head-on like this, it's kind of... I mean, you could just spam click away and get what you need, right? So it's really not all that challenging. Protection 3, and I think we can actually do this, right? Yes, indeed, and we should be able to combine them now. To get protection 4 boots. Look how powerful we're getting so very fast. And we have protection 3 iron now. Awesome, awesome. Lots of stuff, lots of the stuff. Oh, look, we saw these things last episode. I think we're getting into like the black wool, red wool area. So that's interesting. I have like no arrows though. I really need arrows. Do I have a looting sword? No, I don't have the looting sword with me. Yeah, so No Man's Sky, you can expect to see that the PC version comes out... Oh, I can't pick him up. I can't pick him up. Oh, he's coming for me. He's coming for me. The PC version comes out Friday, I think. I don't really have the money at the moment to buy it, but I don't know. I'll figure something out. So that way, hopefully within the next couple weeks at the latest, I can get some videos out to you guys showing off that gameplay. And it'll be interesting to see how that game evolves. The creator said, you know, it's not going to have any PvP or extensive like building or anything like that. So, you know, don't get your hopes up, is pretty much what he said. How do we want to get over to this place? How deep is the lava? Looks like it's probably pretty deep here. But it's going to be interesting to see how the game evolves over the next few years. I'm sure that we'll start to see a lot of that kind of stuff in it. Alright. Can he not see me right here? Go ahead and try to bridge across. I could ender pearl across, I guess. Are we actually going to make it? We're actually going to make it. Fantastic. And I think we can blow these up. Oh, I also could have just shot it with an arrow. That would have been a possibility. I kind of want that TNT now. Alright, let's take out the gas. Oh, that was my only arrow, guy! Oh, I'm underneath you. I'm poking you. Poking you in your underneath area. Alright, here, let me tell you my idea. I know the episode's getting long. You can just probably expect these episodes to be long. I make them whenever I feel like I have something to talk about, so... Like I said, I played a lot of RPGs early on. I've even been thinking about playing, I think the name of it is Evoland 2, which is like an homage to all the old school RPGs. I've played Evoland 1, but I've been thinking about playing number 2 as well. Are those villagers? Those are villagers over there. That's interesting. I feel like something should be spawning inside of this here area. Well, there's gas, that's for sure. Oh, and there's lots of minerals down here. So yeah, I played a lot of that. I'm trying to think of all the series or all the games that I played a lot of growing up and that I really enjoy. Resident Evil is definitely one of them. Been a big Resident Evil fan, although after number 4, yeah, just the whole thing kind of went downhill. Although I'm looking forward, it's number 7 I think that's coming out. Which I'm guessing it's only coming out on console. I might be wrong about that, but I'm going to need to buy a PlayStation 4 soon, I think. Yeah, these are just villager guys. Interesting. We could get some emeralds if we have stuff to trade. Oh, and lots of iron. Lots and lots of iron. Final Fantasy, Resident Evil. Played a lot of Grand Theft Auto. Stayed up, you know, whole nights just playing Grand Theft Auto. Like number 3, trying to get the airplane to fly and flying around in the tank and stuff. So I love sandbox games, and I love breaking games too. I love pushing games to their limits as much as I possibly can. Speaking of which, here's my idea for a video game, and it's based on a couple of movies that I've watched recently. The first movie being Everest. Yeah, this is like a village that kind of, yeah, that's interesting. The movie Everest, about the 1996 Everest tragedy where like 8 people died on Mount Everest. Honestly, the movie's it's okay. Not ideal, I don't think, but it's okay. I'm gonna have to take out all these guys with my sword, huh? But it for whatever reason, and honestly, I had trouble watching the movie at times. Like, it made me kind of nauseous, and just to think about, you know, freezing to death or suffering from altitude sickness. Oh, I'm getting low on food. Well, not really, I guess. I got plenty of melon. You know, and then I'm maybe kind of spoiling it here, but the guys, they reach the summit and then they get trapped up there because of the storm, and just like being alone on the summit of Mount Everest, and like he saves the one guy, but then the one guy disappears, and then his friend tries to save him, and his friend ends up just falling off the side of the mountain. Like, gosh, I don't know, that stuff, it for whatever reason, it really intrigues me, and also kind of, you know, that feeling, I don't know, like a bug's crawling on you, or also that feeling like you get on a roller coaster where like your stomach is like falling. I don't know, that feeling, it gives me that feeling, and it's a strangely I guess enjoyable feeling, if that makes any sense. I guess it's adrenaline, it's something, but for whatever reason, that whole idea of being kind of trapped on a mountain appeals to my sense of wonder, my sense of curiosity, whatever, for whatever reason. And well, that's kind of mean to put one up on top of a thing like this. It's going to blow it up. So there's something over there, it looks like. So I did a bunch of research after the fact and read up about the tragedy and what happened. I'm trying to break the gas. I cannot focus on what I'm trying to do here. I think his design for these gas towers is a little broken, because they don't really die whenever you blow them up. You know, and I read about a bunch of other people who were trapped up on mountains, or who had, you know, fell victim to avalanches or to altitude sickness or whatever it may be. And I don't know, I just got really interested in it. And honestly, mountain climbing is something that's always kind of appealed to me. I when I was younger, I was very much a climber. I loved to like climb trees and do the monkey bars. I was even in gymnastics at one point in my life when I was much younger. Get two arrows now, fantastic. I feel so wealthy, so very wealthy with my 2 arrows. And so I watched another movie this morning called Alive, which is about the 1972, I think they're from Uruguay. It was a Uruguay rugby team that crashed in the Andes. And they survived for like 72 days on the mountain. Something like that. And they survived largely through cannibalism. Which, yeah, you can just imagine. And they show the scene in the movie of them eating the guy, and it's just like, wow. Oh, man, I don't know. What would you do in that situation, right? I don't know. So anyways, watching these, I thought, you know, that would make for a really interesting video game, I think, is to have... And I don't know of any video game like this. I know there was like a National Geographic game made in the 90s called Everest, but I don't know anything about that game or what it's about. So, but yeah, as far as I know, there's really nothing like that. Like, imagine crash landing in Minecraft, you know, where you crash land on an island, but this is a far more realistic game, and you're like stuck on Everest, or even better, you're stuck on. What is it? K2, I think, is one of the deadlier mountains. People give Everest, you know, because it is one of the highest, or it is the highest mountain in the world. But apparently, it's not the most challenging to climb. There are more challenging mountains in the world to climb. This one kills people through altitude sickness usually. So, and with altitude sickness, you kind of you start to go kind of loopy, kind of crazy. and you don't even realize it. You know, oxygen deprivation. Am I just? Is there anything out here with these gas towers, or is it just? I feel like this is leading me nowhere. Taking me absolutely nowhere. Oh gosh, dang guy. So yeah, my idea for a game would be to have like a survival, very realistic survival type game, based on a mountain where you're trying to survive. I vaguely remember, like, on one of these peninsulas like this, there's like a chest hidden. But I may be thinking of a different map. I don't know. But, you know, honestly, if it were realistic, then you would have, like, a bunch of tourists coming up and climbing the mountain and stuff. But I don't know, that trapped survival type game, with very, like, kind of ominous music in the back and an extensive crafting system. I don't know, something like that would be really, really appealing to me as a gamer. And it would be solo, no multiplayer. I mean, I guess maybe you could do it multiplayer, but I think it would be best played just alone by yourself, trapped on this mountain. To me, that would be really cool. Very cool indeed. Alright, you guys, well, I think that's all that I had to talk about today. Be sure to keep an eye out for the No Man's Sky stuff. Let me know if you've played the game, what you think about it. Should I get it and should I play it? I'm gonna get it and play it no matter what you say, so it's just I'm curious to see what other people's opinions are and what their experiences are with the game so far. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me for today. We did get we got 3 wool this episode, I think. So still making the progress. I need to figure out where the final areas are, because I feel like that's where we need to be headed next. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.